Remember, Trump made that stance against central bank digital currency. We're not going to have a central bank digital currency. We'll have a different digital currency. We'll have crypto. And since so many people made money off crypto and seem to think in their minds that it's free of the Federal Reserve and it's free of being monitored and tracked, these people are living in fantasy land. This wouldn't exist unless they wanted it to exist. And for anyone out there that's wondering what the world will be like with the digital currency, well, let's listen to this scum lord from the World Economic Forum tell you why it's so important to have a digital currency, because they can not only monitor and track what you're buying, but they could tell you, oh no, you're not allowed to buy that. And they talk about this as if it's a good thing.
And the one final note I will make is that if you think about the benefits of digital money, there are huge potential gains. It's not just about digital forms of physical currency. You can have programmability, units of central bank currency with expiry dates. You could have, as I argue in my book, a potentially better and some people might see it as a darker world where the government decides that units of central bank money can be used to purchase some things, but not other things that it deems less desirable, like, say, ammunition or drugs or pornography or something of the sort. And that is very powerful in terms of the use of a CBDC.
So nobody gave these people the authority to be able to tell us what we can buy with our money. Of course, they use things like, oh, they're going to buy booze or pornography because they want people out there to say, hey, maybe it's a good idea. I don't want my kid to buy booze, or I don't want my kid to buy pornography. So maybe it's a good thing that Big Brother's watching and monitoring, so they can't do that behind my back. Instead of, because I'm too busy to be a parent, I'll let the government be a parent for me, right? And of course, there's nothing to do with the government caring about you buying pornography or liquor or cigarettes or whatever else it might be. It's about everything, having control over everything. And legitimately what this means, what he's saying is that, well, if you say things that we disagree with, if you post on social media, if you decide to protest something that we pass in a couple of years, even though we seem to be your friend now, when we tell you in 5 years that we're anti-LGBT or we're anti-this movement, and you actually speak out against it, well, your bank account will be frozen. Oh, and by the way, you won't be able to buy meat. You'll have an allowance on the money you have where you're only able to buy certain things based on a carbon footprint. That's what this is all about. So that's what hell on earth sounds like. And we're moving closer to it, right? We see so many stores that are now going cashless, from KFCs to Subways, right? And I want to play for you a little treat from a movie from 1981 called Early Warning. And this is really just another movie that had predictive programming back when they used to make Christian films that actually expose the globalists, that actually expose what they're trying to do, told you what exactly it meant for your life, what it looked like. This is 1981. Okay, so we're talking over, 44 years ago that this movie actually came out. It's talking about everything that's happening today, this movie clip I'll play for you, including how a central bank digital currency or a digital currency, just in general, is total control. And it has everything to do with the mark of the beast. Listen.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication to our cause. In reviewing this year's progress, let me say that we have been highly effective in conditioning the people's minds to accept our solution to the world's problems. The energy crisis here in the United States was exceptionally successful worldwide, and we expect similar success with our upcoming food shortage. Our labor leaders have made great progress by causing confusion and work stoppages in all areas of the world. Financially, the dollar is being devalued even faster than we could have hoped. Politically, the public has lost total confidence in any form of government. The threat of universal war is a daily possibility. As you know, we ourselves do not need to hold any visible office of leadership. As a matter of fact, it's better that we do not. If we control the finances, news media, food, transportation, and energy, we control everything. It is important that you, as world leaders, keep our program before your countrymen. With our World Bank and computer program operation, we now have the capacity to control the financial affairs of every human being on Earth, giving each person his own computer number. Anytime his number is used, we would know his financial situation at once. He could not buy or sell anything without his computer number. It will simplify their lifestyles tremendously. The end result will be a one-world monetary and government system that we alone will control. Yes.
What about the people who forget their number, or their cards are lost or stolen?
We've made provisions for that. By using this laser imprinter, we can painlessly and permanently affix the person's number to the back of his hand or his forehead if he so desires. The numbers would be easily read by this new ultraviolet scanning equipment. For the purposes of demonstration, I've had such a number imprinted on myself. Once this number is imprinted, it cannot be lost nor can it be changed. Now, are there any questions?
What about the individuals who refuse to have this number implantation?
We expect some minor resistance, especially from highly motivated religious groups. But eventually, hunger will cause even the most zealous to conform to our program. Gentlemen, I believe that within a year, 2 at the most, our one-world government will be a reality. If we continue on our present course, it is my opinion that we could present the devil himself as a world leader, and the people would accept him.